Strange Block Beats.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. She my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, 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 family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here, ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry, I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Hey, 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 family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, 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 family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gon' pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
A big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving our praise to the Most High Yah and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family, the FOPE family, and the ADUIC family, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. As you see the title, family, Israel, we will be the last one standing in the end. Hallelujah. Israel, we will be the last one standing in the end. Now, the reason why I'm doing this live too, because I want to make a correlation. There was a movie that came out some years ago, and the name of this movie was called The First Purge. If you haven't seen this movie, you need to go watch it. The name of this movie was called The First Purge. And we all know they done made, plenty of movies called, Purge Election, Purge this, Purge that. But on this particular movie, they had missionaries coming from Europe, European countries, to come into Black people communities and gun them down. So the first thing I thought in my mind, Hollywood thought of a script, sat down with writers, wrote a script where they get missionaries to come from other countries, come to America, go to where Black people live at, just so they can purge them. They wasn't killing other white people. They wasn't killing Hispanics. They wasn't killing Native Americans. They only wanted to purge our people. Now, why is I'm saying all of this? Because there was a brother in the movie who was in the military, and all the people around him was also in the military. And they told him, we got to get out the streets. We got to go home. That boy say, we ain't going home. We finna defend our people. And that's exactly what he did. Now, they had drones in the sky that killed all the people that was with him but one. Let me say that again. They had drones watching them. And on these drones was like a machine gun shooting bullets from the drone that killed everybody that was with him but one brother. So he had to go and defend his people by himself. Now remember, this is Ku Klux Klan looking people, white sheets on their head, masks on their face, coming all the way from European countries just so they could slaughter us. They didn't make this movie for nothing, family. They did not make this movie for nothing, family. This is not for entertainment. This is in their mind. This is what they want to do. But in the end, we was the last one standing. So they wrote the end game right. Because, in Gentile, European, Caucasian movies, they always overcome in the end. But they didn't overcome on this one. Our people was the last one standing. So let me just give you a little piece of what it might look like when we get up out of here. Hold on, family. So this is the type of stuff they was doing in the movie. Look at this. Look at this, family. Do y'all see this? Look at this. This is the type of things going on in the movie. Look at the brother laying on the ground, and who was around the brother? Cops. Cops. Beating the brother to death. This in the movie, y'all. Let me go to the next picture. These are missionaries. These are missionaries that came from European countries, going into the hallways of our people and killing them. They have no connection to our people to be doing this, but this is in their mind. They are bloodthirsty. They love murder and bloodshed. They love to see blood. But they hate it when it's their blood. They hate it when it's their blood. But it's about to be your blood. So here go the brother that came and wrecked shop. Now look behind the brother, nothing but dead bodies of our people. Look behind the brother, nothing but dead bodies of our people. And that brother right there was wrecking shop. Y'all hear me? So much so had me jumping up and down, and it's just a movie. But it's not a movie for our people. This reality for our people. So when we watch movies, we get a different feeling than the rest of the world. This reality for us, when we see somebody that look like us defending us, something run through us because we wish this can be reality in real life for us, to where we stand together and fight together. So when they making these movies and they putting our people together and we fighting side by side, something run through us to see something like that. Because we are wishing and hoping and praying that that can be reality for us in real life. Because we're going to need each other in the end. So this the brother that went through from building to building, slaughtering these Gentiles who came to slaughter us. He fought for his people. He could have went home. He had money. He had nice things. But he say, I ain't going home. And he went to defend his people. Why did Hollywood write this movie like this? Because in the end, we overcame. We overcame. Whether with blood on our clothes, whether with a broken arm, with head wounds, in grief and pain and sorrow, with tears flowing down our eyes, we will be the last one standing, Israel. And y'all need to know that, family, and tap into that. Let's get it. Now, this lesson I put together is to encourage Israel and to show you that you have not been forsaken of Yah and Yahshua. This lesson is to show you this is your end result right here. This is your end result right here. The Bible say, through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom. The Bible say through much tribulation, we shall enter into the kingdom. And that's the brother in the end who fought for his people. And look who's standing in the end, our people. What that missionary militia group in them buildings dead, slaughtered, because our people stood together and fought together. If you haven't watched the movie, you need to watch it. It's very inspiring to see how our people fought back. And I was loving what I was seeing, so much so I was jumping up and down. I was excited. I was fired up. So let's get to the lesson. I'm going to go to Isaiah 54 and verse 1 through 8. Isaiah 54 and verse 1 through 8. Please write these scriptures down and read them that they may encourage you. Read these scriptures that they may encourage you. Because this Bible is a book of encouragement, a book of love, a book of grace and mercy, a book of laws and statutes and commandments, and all of it is good. Everything in this Bible is good, family. Good. Isaiah 54. And I'm going to read verse 1 through 8. And I pray all these scriptures encourage you, Israel, that you have not been forsaken of your Elohim, your father Yahweh, and his son Yahshua HaMashiach. Isaiah 54 and verse 1 through 8. And it reads, sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear. Break forth into singing and cry loud, thou that didst not travail with child. For more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, said the Lord. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thy habitation. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame. For thou shalt not be put to shame, Israel, for thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and should not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore. For thy maker is thy husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel, the God of the whole earth shall he be called. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth. When thou was refused, said thy Elohim. Y'all heard that? For the Lord hath called thee a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit. We are grieved. Why are we grieved? Because in a lot of our people mind, all these things that have befallen us, our Elohim, Yahshua HaMashiach, just looking at it from a corner perspective, my father, it can make one lose hope. But when we have that relationship with you and we truly trust your word, it don't make us lose hope. But one that don't understand, it can make them lose hope, Elohim. So have mercy on Israel, because they have been through a lot, Father. Their minds have been shattered to pieces. They have been totally destroyed. Show mercy to your people and show them the way, because it could make one lose hope, because they feel like no one fight for us. No one has our back. Nobody care about what goes on with us. But I know, and many of my brothers and sisters in the chat know, that's not the case when we truly read the scriptures. You have never forsaken us. You have never left us. Even though you forsook us for a moment, but you never left us, because you love this woman that is forsaken and grieved in her spirit. Verse 6 again. For the Lord hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, A wife of youth. A wife of you. Oh, this your wife. A wife of you. Oh, you talking to Israel as a woman. I keep telling everybody Israel is your wife. I keep telling everybody in Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16, that's not talking about black women hair, but nobody won't listen, Father. Because I know that Israel is your woman. She's your wife. So when you talking about Israel, you always use allegorical expressions to allegorically speak of this woman or this city or these people as a woman. That's why in Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 2, you say that I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and beautiful and delicate woman. Oh. Talk to him, Essential Growth. So he's not talking to no black women. He's talking to his woman, which represent the whole nation of Israel. He said, my wife, a woman that is stricken and grieved in spirit. Why he say woman that is grieved, but it's men and women in this nation with children. Oh, this is your wife. Verse 7, for a small moment have I forsaken thee. For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercy will I gather thee. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness, thank you, Yah. With everlasting kindness, thank you, Yahshua. With everlasting kindness, I will have mercy on thee. Thus said the Lord thy Redeemer. Woo! So there you go, family. The lesson is starting off already on fire. Because your Elohim and your big brother King Yahshua HaMashiach, he will gather you, family. And this is your end result, what you see on the screen. In the end, you win. Let's go to Isaiah 45. Because see, you just said you gonna gather Israel. That's what you told me through the scriptures. And I believe your scriptures. So I need to go to Isaiah 45 verse 17 and link that up with the precept I just read. You say you're gonna save us, right? Let's go to Isaiah 45 and verse 17. Isaiah 45. In the scriptures, your Elohim is your father, and your King Yahshua said, prove me. How do you do it? With the scriptures. You got to speak the word back to the Father. That's how you prove the Father. That's how you prove Yahshua. You got to speak the word to the Father and the Son. Because you're going to say, well, in your word it said that you're going to do this if I do that. And he going to keep his word. So if you do your part, he going to do his part. Isaiah 45 and verse 17. And it reads, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye should not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end. Israel is a world without end. That doesn't mean that the other nationalities cannot serve our Elohim, our power, and have faith in Yahshua. But the Bible is specifically talking to Israel that he's going to save Israel with an everlasting salvation. She should not be confounded. World without end, because we the ones need deliverance. And to be honest, the whole world really do need deliverance. I'm talking about the whole world. From false religion, lies, and deception. Because everybody has drunk of the wine of the fornication of this whore, which is Vatican City, which is the Roman Catholic Church. We all have been made drunk with the wine of our fornication. Every last one of us. So you just told me in Isaiah 45 and verse 17 that Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation, right? Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 30. And I'm going to read verse 1, and then I'm going to skip down. I'll let you know when I'm going to skip down. This is Jeremiah chapter 30. Jeremiah chapter 30. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. Jeremiah 30 and verse 1. The book of Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 1. And it reads, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. The white man wrote the Bible. The words that came to Jeremiah from the Lord. No man wrote the Bible. I thought y'all told me man wrote the Bible. Every time I start at verse 1, guess what it say? Thus said the Lord. Ezekiel, write down what I tell thee. Jeremiah, write down what I tell thee. Isaiah, write down what I tell thee. Anytime a prophet spoke the word, the Lord gave him the word. So how they wrote the Bible? This is the Lord speaking to Jeremiah, telling him to write down what I tell you. But y'all told me man wrote the Bible. This man is not giving his interpretation of scripture. This is Yahshua giving his interpretation of the scriptures and what he wants to be wrote down, not man. So you've been woefully misinformed. Verse 30, chapter 30 and verse 1 again. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord saying, thus speaketh the Lord, the God of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken. Oh, you mean to tell me you spoke these words? Because when people say they don't believe in you, they say you ain't write no book, but I just read that you told him all the words you spoke. Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. Now jump down to verse 16. Verse 10 through 20. 10 through 20. Jump down to verse 10 through 20. And it reads, therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, said the Lord, to save thee, to save thee, to save thee. Though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus said the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to please thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicine. Nobody care about you. Don't nobody go and see how you doing. Don't nobody check on your well-being. He say nobody has given you medicine. Nobody. Verse 14. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. I told y'all stop putting y'all trust in man. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. You better stop all this voting. The Bible just say all your lovers have forgotten thee. And it's true. Because when they want to pass laws, they don't pass laws specifically for you. Like they did the Asians, the Native Americans, what they doing for the migrants. They never did that for you. Because when your name come up, they say anything that's going to benefit black people going to benefit all society. But when they passed the law for the Asians, that only benefited the Asians. It didn't benefit black people. So the Bible just say, for all your lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquities, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thy affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. But watch what he about to do though. I have done these things unto thee. Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured. And all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee. Thank you, Yah. For I will restore health unto thee. Thank you, King Yahshua. For I will restore health unto thee. And I will heal thee of thy wounds, said I Elohim. Because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus said I Elohim, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon our own heap, and the palaces shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they should not be few. I will also glorify them, and they should not be small. Their children also should be as aforetime, and their congregation should be established before me. And I will punish all that oppress them. A nations, and I will punish all that oppress them. A world, and I will punish all that oppress them. Knowledge. Thank you, Yah, that we have not been forsaken of you. Thank you, King Yahshua, that we have not been forsaken of you. Because if it has not been for our Elohim and our King, they would have wiped us out the face of the map. But our Elohim said, not so. Not so. This is my people, my beloved children. And he will gather his church. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 16 through 20. Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 16 through 20. I pray that this encourage you, Israel, that you may stay on the narrow path, family. Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 16 to 20. All these precepts are running concurrent. Talk to him, Yah and Yahshua. Ezekiel chapter 11 and verse 16 through 20. And it reads, therefore say, thus said the Lord our Elohim, although I have cast thee far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered thee among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary, no a mega church. I will be to them a little sanctuary, no a big old stadium. I will be to them a little sanctuary in the countries where they should come. Therefore say, thus said our Elohim, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered. And I will give you the land of Israel. And I will give you the land of Israel. And I will give you the land of Israel. And they should come thither. And they should take off all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. And I will give them one heart, and I will put a new spirit within them. Talking about your mind. Your heart is your mind. So he gonna give you a new mind. A new mind. Verse 18 again. And I will give them one heart, meaning your mind. And I will put a new spirit within them. And I will take the stony heart, meaning your mind, out of their flesh. And I will give them a heart of flesh, meaning a mind of understanding. Verse 20, that they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinance and do them. And they should be my people, and I will be their Elohim. He gonna do this for you, Israel, because in the end, you will be the last one standing. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Let's go to Ezekiel 28. Ezekiel 28. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1, then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Ezekiel chapter 28. It is a very short lesson. I just wanted to come and encourage my people. This will be you in the end. This will be you in the end. With blood on your clothes. With tears running down your eyes. With wounds on your body, you will still be the last nation standing. However, you got to get into the kingdom, whether it's a broken leg, a broken arm, wounds on your head, blood on your clothes, make it into the kingdom. Make it in, family. Do not forsake your Elohim and take no mark of the beast. Don't take no chip. Don't take nothing. Stand on faith. If you've been standing on faith, stand on it even when this time comes. Don't give up and don't give in. Stand on faith. Ezekiel chapter 28. This is you. Look at this picture. This is you in the end. Ezekiel 28 and verse 1. And it reads, the word of the Lord again. The word of the Lord came again unto me. Hold up, you mean the word of the Lord came to you? I thought the white man wrote the Bible. I thought man wrote the Bible. Well, man did write the Bible. No, man is writing down what he being told. Man is writing down what he's being told. This is not man's interpretation. This is Yahshua's interpretation. But y'all told me man wrote it. But I can't find where man wrote it. I just can find where man is writing it down. What he being told, not what he want to interpretate. So get it right. Verse 1 again for the people in the back. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, jump down to verse 24 to 26. 24 to 26. 24 to 26. What is he saying, K. Judah? Verse 24. And there should be no more a pricking briar unto the house of Israel, nor any grieving thorn of all that are round about them, that despise them, that despise them, that despise them. And they should know that I am the Lord their Elohim. Thus said the Lord I Elohim, when I shall have gathered the house of Israel from the people, among whom they are scattered, and should be sanctified in them in the sight of the heathen. Then should they dwell in their own land. Then should they dwell in their land that I have given to my servant Jacob. And they should dwell safely. We ain't safe right now, Lord. And they should dwell safely. They hunt not footsteps, Lord. And they should dwell safely therein, and should build houses and plant vineyards. Yea, they should dwell with confidence. We don't have confidence now, Lord. Not a lot of our people. A lot of our people are living in fear. A lot of our people don't feel safe. A lot of our people are not dwelling in safely, Lord. But you just said a time gonna come that our people are gonna dwell safely, that our people gonna build houses, that our people gonna build vineyards. And then you said, yea, they shall dwell with confidence when I have executed judgment upon all those that despise them round about them. And they shall know that I am the Lord their Elohim. There you go, family. You can't tell me this don't encourage you and send chill waves through your body. All that despise you, they gonna pay. That's why I don't worry about the heathen. Let the heathen live and do what he do. He gonna pay in the end. And it's gonna be better for him and his children and his wives and his mothers and fathers. It's gonna be better. Just like it was better for us. And they laughed and they mocked and they scorned us like briars and thorns and thistles. They did these things and went overboard. All they were supposed to do is knock us upside the head. They said, no, we're going to do what we want to do. So now they got a debt to pay for doing what they want to do. Because when you do what you want to do, you're going to pay for doing the things you want to do. Let's go to Amos chapter 9. Amos chapter 9 and verse 11 through 15. Amos chapter 9. Amos chapter 9. And I'm going to read verse 11 through 15. That's how you know that these people have a reprobate mind. Once you find out that the creator of all the earth is the Elohim and power of black people, I will leave y'all alone immediately. Especially if I know history, especially if I know the scriptures, I'm going to leave y'all alone immediately. But they not doing that. They are boastful. They bragging. Oh, y'all God ain't going to do nothing. Y'all Elohim. Okay, we going to see. We gonna see, partner. Oh yeah, we gonna see. Y'all about to be weeping and crying and begging for mercy. Amos chapter 9 and verse 11 through 15. Amos chapter 9 and verse 11 through 15. And it reads, in that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and all the heathen which are called by my name, said the Lord our Elohim, that doeth this. Behold, the days come, said the Lord our Elohim, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes him that sowed the seed. And the mountains shall drop sweet wine, and all their hills shall melt. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities. Hold up, time out. What you mean the waste cities? I've been told that our cities not waste. But you just said we're going to build the waste cities. But I've been told our cities are not waste. But according to your word, you just said we're going to build the waste cities, meaning they are in ruin. I keep telling y'all, go by what the Bible say. Don't go by what man say. Man gonna say anything if he can't be proven out the scriptures. Man just say anything that cannot be proven out the scriptures. The Bible just said your cities are a waste. You know what a waste is? A waste. Nothing is there. It is flatline. It is flatline. Verse 14 again. And I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel, and they shall build the waste cities and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens and eat the fruit of them. Now, this time, you're going to build houses and you're going to live in it. You're going to plant vineyards and you're going to drink and eat of it. But you remember, in captivity, you build houses, but somebody else lived in it. You planted vineyards, but somebody else drank the wine and ate the grapes. But not this time. You going to plant and you going to eat. You going to build and you going to get to enjoy what you build, not somebody else. The tables have turned around, and it is called the big payback. Verse 15, and I will plant them upon their land, and they should no more be pulled up out of their land, which I have given them, said the Lord our Elohim. So he gonna plant us, he gonna build us, you gonna build houses, you gonna plant vineyards, you gonna plant gardens, and you gonna get to enjoy the work of your hands. Because you don't get to enjoy the work of your hands now, because they work you like a dog, but they don't pay you for the work. And the workman is worthy of his hire, but they don't want to pay. So now they got people out here struggling. The economy steady going up, but they won't pay people a reasonable wage to live in this filthy economy. Somebody just wrote me not too long ago and told me that I need to go somewhere else. I said, give me the money then, Goofy, and I will. Y'all want us gone so bad, cut the check. Cut the check, Goofy, or stop talking to me. We are the only ones. You can't tell us to go back nowhere. We built this place. We are more American than any one of you immigrants. And that go for all y'all. You don't belong here. Go back home. We was bought here. You wasn't bought here. You just came here. So stop talking. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 1 through 14. Talking about go back home. For the time being, I am at home. My ancestors built this place for all y'all to enjoy. You ain't build nothing. Everybody giving y'all credit for that which you didn't work for, and your hands didn't plow anything. My ancestors' hands plowed everything, men and women. That's why there's a book called Black Inventions. I never saw a book called White Inventions. What a book at? Find me the book. I never seen a book say Mexican inventions, Hispanic inventions, or Native American inventions, Asian inventions, Chinese inventions. All y'all do that in your country. We came to another country and did it. What you talking about? This ain't even our land and we did it. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 1 through 14. Jeremiah 31 and verse 1 through 14. We are the creators of everything. Whatever we touch turn to gold. Black people ain't never been dumb, never been stupid. The smartest people on the earth. Give a black man $100, he gonna turn that $100 to $1 million, $2 million, $5 million. Give a black woman $100, she gonna turn that $100 to $1 million, $2 million, $5 million. Now y'all try to manipulate the stock market. Now we didn't came and crashed that. Now you got black people that learned their game, and now they mad. We too smart, man. We too smart. Jeremiah 31. Jeremiah 31. And verse 1 through 14. Jeremiah 31 and verse 1 through 14. And it reads, at the same time, said the Elohim, will I be the Elohim of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. Thus said the Elohim, the people which was left of the sword found grace in the wilderness. Oh, hold up. You gonna bring us to the wilderness? Because they keep lying, telling Israel they can go home right now. Let me say that again. You say the people that was left found grace in the wilderness, but they keep telling Israel, you can believe these scriptures if you want to, but I'm going back home. But they don't even know where home is. They lying, telling you home is in South Africa. They telling you home is in Ethiopia. Just saying anything. Can't prove it with scriptures, though. Verse 2. Thus said the Elohim, the people which was left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, when I went to cause him to rest. The Lord ever appeared of old unto me, saying, yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built, O virgin of Israel. Thou shalt again be adorned with thy tabrets, and shalt go forth in the dances of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant, and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a day that the watchmen upon the Mount Ephraim shall cry, arise ye, and let us go up to Zion, unto the Elohim of Israel. Thus said the Lord our Elohim, sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief among the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, our Elohim, save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Save thy people, the remnant of Israel. Hey, Yah, save your people, the remnant of Israel. Yahshua, save your people, the remnant of Israel. Save your people, our Elohim. Verse 8, behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, the woman with child, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping. We shall come with weeping, and with supplication will I lead them, and I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Israel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the word of our Elohim, O ye nations. Hear the word of our Elohim, O you nations. And declare it in the hours of far off, and say, he that scattered Israel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd do his flock. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from him of him that was stronger than he. For the Lord hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of the Lord our Elohim, for wheat, and for wine, and for oil, and for the young of the flock, and for of the herd. And their soul should be as a water garden, and they should not sorrow anymore at all. Thank you, Yah. Thank you, King Yahshua. Thank you. Thank you. Verse 14. Verse 14. And I will satiate the souls of the priests with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, said our Elohim. So he's going to bless you, Israel. He's going to abundantly pardon your transgressions, Israel. You know what's crazy about all that I'm saying and read? That the Christian church, that I'm not trying to beat up on y'all in the Christian church because you're still my brothers and sisters. But it's something y'all keep missing when reading the scriptures. Guess what it is? I am the God of Israel. So find out who is Israel. Because when you find out who is Israel, then you can understand the scriptures better. Because Yahshua was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And if he come from a people, find that people. Because that's where the truth is. The oracles of Yah was committed to the Israelites. What advantage have the Jew? Much every way, because the oracles of Yah was committed to them. So if you want to know about Yah and Yahshua, you need to find out who is Israel. And once you find out who is Israel, that's where you're going to find the truth. But y'all sitting up here telling it don't matter who is Israel. But this man sitting up here telling you, but I am the God of Israel. I am the Elohim of Israel. I am the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ephraim is my firstborn. What are y'all talking about? Find the people, find the truth. Because you can't understand this Bible from no religious point of view. It must be from a Hebrewic point of view. That's how you're going to get that knowledge. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1 through 5. Then I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1 through 5. And I'm going to tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. Isaiah 60. Y'all want to keep telling us nationality means nothing, but everybody have one. Don't matter where you come from, but everybody can go home. Culture don't mean nothing, but everybody have one. Language is nothing, but everybody have their own language. Like, what is wrong with y'all when y'all speak? Think before you speak. Think before you utter words. That's why the Bible say be slow to speak, quick to hear. Stop talking and listen. I am the God of Israel. So that means that I need to find out who is Israel. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. This is Isaiah 60 at verse 1 through 5. And it reads, and I'll tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Elohim is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. He doing the same thing he did to the Egyptians. Y'all remember, we had light. They didn't have no light. After that fourth plague, he separated the children of Israel from the Egyptians, but not the first three. I mean, I remember me and my sister Oracle was trying to explain this to somebody who came in the chat talking about, you lying, K. Judah. None of them plagues touched the Israelites. You better go read the extra biblical text. All those Israelites who did not put that blood on the dough, they got the same thing them Egyptians got. What are you talking about? The first three plagues, he didn't separate the children of Israel until they got to the fourth plague. Then he separated the children of Israel from the Egyptians. That's just in the book. And then when I brought the scripture out, she nowhere to be found in the chat no more. Because people just love to hear themselves talk, man. Or just try to make you look like you don't know what you're talking about. Go read it for yourself. At the fourth plague, he separated the children of Israel from the Egyptians. Not the first three. So some of them Israelites who was disobedient or didn't listen, what y'all think happened? The Most High has no respect to person. If an Israelite had a firstborn son and did not put that blood on the dough, his son would have died. Because that represented your fate. And if you show the Lord you don't have no faith, that death angel would have killed the Israelite firstborn too if he didn't put that blood on the dough. Because it didn't say the Israelite blood. He said, when I see the blood. He didn't say when I see the Egyptian or the Israelite. He said, when I see the blood. There you go. When I see the blood. Not the Israelite blood, the blood. Come on now. Make it make sense to me. Isaiah 60 and verse 1 again. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness and kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thy eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side. And you mean the daughters too? Because I was told that it's just going to be a kingdom of none but men. I mean, I'm just saying. That's what I heard in the Israelite community. They said it's going to be a kingdom of none but men, but I just read that the sons and the daughters going to be nursed at thy side. Verse 5, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, and the forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. Did y'all just hear that? The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. That means all the riches that they stole, he gonna convert that back to you. You're gonna be rich, family. That's why I say you don't need their reparations, because what the Lord has prepared for you is better than their reparations. What the Lord has prepared for you, Israel, is better than reparations. Reparations cannot make up the breach or the gap for all that's been done to you. Now, let's be real now, because I'm a fair person. All the things that have befallen us is our ancestors' fault now. But the nations went overboard. See, that's why they got a debt to pay, because they went overboard. If they would have never went overboard, they wouldn't have this debt to pay. They would not have this debt to pay. But when you do strange things to y'all's people that was not according to what he asked to be done, see, they were supposed to just hit us upside the head, push us around a little bit, and then, let us go on about our business. But no, man, they went beyond and overboard. They fed babies to alligators. Y'all really believe y'all wanted them to do that? No. He didn't tell them to feed no babies to no alligators, y'all. He didn't tell Pharaoh to do it. That's why he was angry with Pharaoh and say, I'm going to lay my hand upon Pharaoh. So since he want to kill my firstborn, I'm going to kill his firstborn. Because you reap what you sow. See, Pharaoh murdered our firstborn. Y'all just killed his firstborn. Y'all didn't murder his children. He murdered our children because it was premeditated. See, y'all is not a murderer. That's why the Bible say, I kill and make alive. I don't murder and make alive, because he's not a murderer. He's too righteous to be a murderer. All his ways are upright, so you can't call him a murderer. So when I hear people say, y'all God is a murderer, you just talking and trying to insult our Elohim, thinking that's going to shake us or make us get out of character. You goofy. Yah has never murdered nobody in the scriptures. You reap what you sow, and you get back what you put out. Common sense. Jump down to verse 10 through 16. And it reads, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continuously. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be bought. For the nation and kingdom that would not serve thee shall perish. Yea, those nations shall utterly be wasted. The glory of Lebanon. Stop. Hold up. The glory of Lebanon. Somebody got to explain this to K. Judah. Lebanon is not in Ethiopia. Lebanon is not in South Africa. So how is our land in South Africa and Ethiopia when he just said the glory of Lebanon? That is not in South Africa, neither is Lebanon in Ethiopia. So somebody got to explain to me, when you find Lebanon, you find the land. Why, K. Judah? Because Canaan stole Lebanon. Yeah, I'm talking about the Canaanites. You know Ham's son, who was supposed to go to his inheritance, but he didn't. But he stole Shem's. Now, Shem had other children, family. Remember this. Shem had other children. But the Israelites received their inheritance from the Nile River to Lebanon to the wilderness to the Euphrates. Let me say that one more time, because everybody keep lying on y'all and saying, well, you can believe the scriptures if you want to. So, but hold up, I thought we supposed to believe the scriptures. So now we're not going to read the scriptures no more. We're just going to talk. So let me say this again. From the Nile River to Lebanon to the wilderness to the great river Euphrates. That's in the book. But they said, now, you know, that ain't really what it say. Find Lebanon, family, and you find the land. Well, some of it. Because I showed y'all that all the places of Israel was desolate. I showed you the picture. All the land was desolate. So I just wanted to point that out, that God say one thing, our Elohim, and everybody say something else. Lebanon, he just said it. Let me read it again. Verse 13. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, the beauty of the place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. Oh, hold up now. Come on now, talk to me. Because you saying some things right here, though. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee. And now they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the sole of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Now, I got to say one more thing, family. I got to. Because it's all about the truth, right? Let's be real. When the Lord say mountains in the Bible, they want you to believe that it's talking about a high mountain. Zion was on a hill, a heap. Mountains also represent government, and hills represent little governments. So when he say, I'm going to lay mountains, wastes, and hills, he talking about governments. So the Lord is not talking about that Zion is going to be on this big old top of this mountain. Stop it, man. Zion was on a heap, family. On a hill. That's not a high mountain. See what I'm saying? So they want you to believe, find the mountains in the so-called Middle East. But when you really go look, family, there are mountains in the Middle East, and some of these mountains, they don't gotta be 60,000 feet. Some of these mountains is like 2,000, 3,000, 1,000. So what are people talking about? When the Lord say mountains, they don't gotta be big old tall high mountains because you want it to be. This is crazy. But anyway, I just had to point that out, family. No, man, that can't be our land because they don't got no mountains. Woo. Let me read this again, man. Verse 14. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the sole of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, our Elohim, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. There you go, family. Who is this person who gonna sit in Zion, family, according to Psalms 132? Christ. He say, I have desired Zion. This is my habitation. Guess what else he said, family? He say, Zion sit in the sides of the north. Oh, hold up. Somebody been lying. Somebody in trouble. Y'all told me that Zion is in the south. Y'all told me that Zion is in Ethiopia. But guess what? How can Zion be in Ethiopia when there's about to be a war going on over there? And all them nations over there going to be gathered with Russia. Did y'all not know that the Ethiopia going to be gathered with Russia? And also Libya, which is put. They're going to fight against us, but our land is in Ethiopia. Ethiopia going to come with Magog and Gog against us, but that's where our land is. Let me say it again, y'all. In Ezekiel 38, Ethiopia will be gathered with Gog and Magog and Meshach and Tubal, children of Japhet, And they're going to come up against us in our land, but our land is in Ethiopia, and Ethiopia will be with Gog and Magog. Make it make sense. Woo, thank you for understanding, Lord. Let's go ahead and finish this. I'm almost done, man. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 11. I only got 3 more scriptures. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11 through 16. Now, I want y'all to hear what I just said now so it can make sense to you. Ethiopia, according to Ezekiel 38, when we go back home and we are dwelling in unwalled villages, the Bible said that Tubal, Meshach, and Javan, and Gog and Magog, and Ethiopia with them, and Libya, which is put, are going to come up against us in unwalled villages. So what is Ethiopia doing fighting with Gog and Magog if our land is in Ethiopia? Make it make sense. Just make it make sense to me. Why would you fight against your own land? And how can our land be in another man's land? Ethiopia is not no Israelites. So why is our land over there? They're not Israelites. They sons of Ham. So God put our inheritance in the inheritance of another man, which is Jerusalem. It's in Zion with Ethiopia, but Ethiopia are not Israelites. And then he put Israel in South Africa. Y'all got to make this make sense because Israel was north. That's why it's called the Northern Kingdom. And Judah was down south. That's why it's called the Southern Kingdom. They not making this make sense to your family. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 11, 11 through 16. Now, why somebody ask me a question, I'm reading the book. As soon as you start telling me why, I just want to hear what you think. Nope, you can't hear. Nope, no. I can't tell you what I think, because what I think don't matter. Do you want to hear the scripture or not? Because if not, I could go on about my business. Now, I just want to hear your interpretation. I don't got no interpretation. That's what's wrong with y'all. You want to hear man talk. I don't want to talk. I want the Lord to talk. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11 through 16. And it should come to pass in that day that the Lord should set his hand again the second time. When did he do it the first time? In Egypt. Now he said the second time. Okay, there you go. Because you got people lying talking about Isaiah 11, 11 already happened. No, it didn't. How it already happened and we still in captivity? Like, people don't think before they speak, man. We still in captivity, but Isaiah 11, 11 already happened. When did it happen? Because we should be at home right now. 11, verse 11 again. And it should come to pass in that day that the Lord should set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which should be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamat and from the islands of the sea. And he should set an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim should depart, and the adversaries of Judah should be cut off. Ephraim should not envy Judah, and Judah should not vex Ephraim, but they shall fly up on the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together. And they shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. And the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, and with his mighty wind, and shall shake his hand over the rivers, and shall smite it in the 7 streams, and make men go over dry shod. Hold up, I'm confused again. What is you doing, our Elohim, and also your son Yahshua HaMashiach? Why are you going to smite the Egyptian sea if we already come from that land over there where Ham dwelling at? Let me ask that again. If we come from South Africa and Ethiopia, what is you doing? You going to smite the tongue of the Egyptian sea? I thought we come from that territory. So why is you making the streams dry shod so we can walk over? Where are we going? We already at home. Y'all see how that don't make no sense? If we already at home, there's no need to smite the Egyptian sea because we already at home. Because Egypt is up above what? South Africa. And east of that is what? Ethiopia. So if we already in a territory at home, why are you smiting the tongue of the Egyptian sea? I'm just asking, family. Because one thing for certain and two things for sure. All my Israelite brothers, I do love them, even though we disagree on some things. But if you're going to tell me something, you can't give me a oral explanation. I need proof based on scriptures and history. Let me say that again. Don't give me an oral breakdown. Give me the breakdown that Yah said according to the Bible. That's how we get understanding, y'all, because he told Abraham what the land would be, and people won't believe Yah. I have nothing against Africa's territory. I got nothing against the children of Ham. They have resources. They are blessed, all that. But our inheritance cannot be in another man's inheritance. You cannot remove your neighbor's landmark, and you cannot put your inheritance in the inheritance of another man. That's just book. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So I'm going to read this again because this not making sense to me. Verse 15. And the Lord shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. For what? And with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river. Why? And shall smite it into 7 streams and make men go over dry shod. And there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, which should be left from Assyria, like as it was in Israel in the days that he came up out of the land of Egypt. So why are you doing this if we already at home? That's all I'm asking y'all. Make it make sense to me. Let's go, family, to Zephaniah chapter 3, 10 through 20. And I got 3 more scriptures after this, and we done, family. We out of here. That's all I'm asking my brothers to do. Don't just tell me what you think. Prove to me what you're saying. That keeps down all confusion. You can't tell me, well, you could believe what the Bible said. I just heard a brother say, and me and my sister Oracle talked about this. See, people think that when we going against doctrine, we trying to attack another teacher. What's wrong with y'all is that y'all are man pleasers. See, I'm not a man pleaser. If you are lying on y'all, we coming for the doctrine, because there should be no lie of the teacher if he's called by Yah. That's why I respect my brothers of the NHIT. These are elder brothers, Beryl Walk and Yashiyah, and the brothers and sisters over there. They teach the word right. And guess what they do? They never tell you anything that is all coming from their mouth. Everything is by the book. Because Yashiyah tell Beryl Walk, pull this scripture up. Pull that scripture up. Give me this scripture. Show me. They all pull it up on the screen, so everybody can see the scripture. Oh, okay. I go my brother Sham. Big salute, Short Sham. My brother, big salute.
Hey, shalom, Fiji, the Musa bless. Shalom to the
What's good
family,
with it, my brother?
shalom. Ain't nothing much, bro. Whew. Trying to work this. Got a little kink in my neck. I'm all right.
Hey, I feel you, Sham. But yeah, Sham, I'm just in here encouraging the nation, telling Israel that they're going to be gathered. They're going to be put back in their own land. They're going to build houses. They're going to plant vineyards. They're going to drink the wine. They're going to get to eat the vineyard. Because see, Sham, when they came in slavery, they built the house, Sham, but they didn't get to enjoy it. They built the vineyard, but they didn't get to eat. But this time, my
Right.
brother, they going to build and eat. They going to plant and enjoy. All this is coming for the children of Israel.
That's right.
All
Scriptures
this,
tell us,
Sham. Talk to
scriptures
him.
say that we'll finally get to enjoy our fruits of our labor, you know.
That's
Man,
right.
K. Drew trying to relax under that fig tree, you know what I mean? But, hey, family, it's gonna be an awesome thing, you
Yeah,
know.
absolutely. Absolutely, Sham.
See, world's getting shook up right now. A lot of things going on, you know. So, and like I said, don't sleep on the Iran launching the missiles at Israel. That's just the beginning.
Yep.
So,
Just the beginning. Everything gonna escalate to a full-blown
mhm.
out war. And that's where things really gonna hit the fan. That's why I was telling them, Sham, when you see these places where they fighting at, this is in Pacific regions. But one day, my brother, it's gonna be a worldwide, just all out war, World War III everywhere.
And you know what's crazy, Hey Judah? I had a dream last night, bro. And I know people probably gonna laugh at this, bro. I had a dream last night. I was sleeping, right? And in my dream, bro, I don't know why I was in LA. I was in LA, right? Coming out of the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I was with some friends, but it wasn't nobody close to me like my spouse or my wife or no my family or nobody. I don't know if I was just on the trip alone, but I know I was in Los Angeles. I
Mm-hmm.
comes out the elevator, trying to get out the elevator, it blacks out. I'm like, what the hell was going on? That's what we like me and the people in the elevator is, right? So I said, oh, I ain't getting stuck in the elevator in the dark. Like, and then you in another city somewhere, right? So we forcing the elevator open, right? So when
Right.
we forced the elevator open because we felt the shake, I hear screaming, right? The elevator open, wherever I'm at, I'm coming out the elevator. I hear people yelling and running. And when I opened the elevator, bro, why was it a military tank? Somebody had a military tank, bro, was shooting at the people out of the tank, like
Oh,
what you call it things, the whatever's in them, the missile things, shooting them off
right,
in the
right.
gun. It was
Wow.
people scared and running everywhere, bro, everywhere. I don't know why I dreamed that, but I thought that was crazy, man. Then my wife came in the room and woke me up. I said, "Babe, you okay? Happy anniversary." And I was like, she's like, why you ain't pumped up? And I was like, man, I got a crick in my neck. And I said, this is crazy. Like, the dream I just had, it was crazy, man. And that's when you called me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I was just waking up when you called me and told me that. Yeah, bro, that's what I was dreaming about. I thought that was, I didn't even tell her about it, bro. It shook me up a little bit. I was like, why the heck? Like, somebody was like, I don't know if it was like the midst of the war was starting, but it was somebody was in a military tank, bro. They were shooting all the people. All the people.
Sham, you can see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. Watch this. All my brothers and sisters in the chat. Listen to what the book about to say. Somebody got some explaining to do, family, because there should be no lies coming out our mouth. I always tell people, if we don't understand something, let's get the understanding first and then let's tell the people. But don't just come just saying anything. You know why? Because we have people that like to lurk around channels. And guess what they do? They wait for you to lie. And boy, them videos coming, boy. And they gonna say, did y'all hear what this nigga just? Then they gonna make it look like you a false teacher. So this is what you do. Now, according to some teachers, they say Ethiopia is Jerusalem, right? Watch this. This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, from beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my supplements, even the daughter of my dispersed, shall bring my offering. Hold up, man. What you mean they gonna bring your offering? If they already in Jerusalem, why they gotta bring your offering? Why you just won't come to your offering?
Mm-hmm.
Let me read
Exactly.
this again. Let me read this again for the people in the back. From beyond the rivers of Ethiopia, my supplements, even the daughter of my dispersed, talking about all the northern kingdom, and even Judah too, shall bring my offering in that day. Shall thou not be ashamed for all thy doings, wherein thou hast transgressed against me? For then will I take away out of the midst of thee them that rejoice in thy pride, and thou shalt no more be haughty because of my holy mountain. I will also leave in the midst of thee an afflicted and poor people, and they shall trust in the name of our Elohim. The remnant of Israel should know, the remnant of Israel should not do iniquity, nor speak lies, nor speak lies, nor speak lies.
Mm-hmm.
Neither shall a deceitful tongue be found in their mouth, for they shall feed and lie down, and none shall make them afraid. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all thy heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. Why do you say daughter of Jerusalem? Why do you always compare Israel or the daughter of Jerusalem to a woman or your daughter or your son or your wife? Now, when he say daughter of Jerusalem, is he talking about women? He talking about the people, man. Why are you talking about the people? He even said in Zechariah 9:9, go ye and tell the daughter of Zion, your king coming. Is he just talking to the women? No, he talking to the people. He said in Jeremiah 6:2, I have likened the daughter of Zion to a beautiful, comely, and delicate woman. Is he just talking about the women? No, he talking about the people. But he have
Right.
likened this people to a woman that he loved, that he married, that is his wife, but it's the people. Verse 14 again. Sing, O daughter of Zion, shout, O Israel, be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughter of Jerusalem. The Lord hath taken away thy judgment. He hath cast out thy enemy, the King of Israel. Even the Lord is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore. In that day it should be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hand be slack. The Lord thy Elohim is in the midst of thee, is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the assembly, for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time will I undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame. Y'all better know who Israel is. It don't matter who Israel is. I'm going to get them praise and fame. So is he going to get them praise and fame? How you going to say it don't matter who Israel is?
Right.
It matters
Right.
who Israel is, because Israel was committed the oracles of Yah.
We're gonna be a famous nation, like
Talk
all
to
of
me.
us. Like, everybody gonna know the King of King, Lords of Lords, but Israel gonna be famous in their stuff. Our people gonna be the famous people where everybody see the Israelites and like, oh, so, you know what I mean? That's how great Israel gonna be. It ain't gonna be, I just got some famous people here and there. All of us gonna be famous as a nation. That's
That's
how
right.
great
Talk to him, Sham.
you say he gonna make our name. It's gonna be wonderful. Like the whole nation gonna be famous. We all gonna be looked at as princes and kings, and you know what I'm saying? And people gonna
Absolutely.
want to go with us and
Facts.
follow us.
I gotta read that again, verse 19, because it was sweet to the lips. Verse 19, behold, at that time will I undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth. No, he loves us all the same.
Mhm.
So why he won't give everybody praise and fame? Because y'all already enjoying y'all inheritance. We are the only people who have not been able or allowed, because of sin and iniquity, to enjoy the earth as everybody else. Second Ezra told you that. He said, man, why we don't get to enjoy the earth like everybody else? You created it for our sake, but we don't get to enjoy it. Because
Mhm.
half of our existence as a people, when he found us in the open field, when we was polluted in our blood, and he washed us and saddled us, and then he made a covenant with us when the woman was grown, her hair was grown, the breast started to come out, she was at a reasonable age. Then it was the time of love. Then he made a covenant with the woman. Who is the woman? Israel. So he didn't mess with the little girl when she was a little girl. He waited till the breast was fashioned, the hair grew long. This man talking about a kingdom.
Mhm.
This man is talking about a kingdom of people he described allegorically as a woman. Men don't have breasts, but his wife do. Men do have long hair, but not like a woman, but his wife do. So that means that you need to get understanding that when he say, I found you polluted in your blood, nobody came to see how you was doing. Everybody passed by you. Nobody took the blood off of you. But I took the blood off of you. I cleaned you up. And when your hair grew long, when your breast was fashioned, it was the time of love. And I spread my skirt over you and made a covenant with you. Who is this man talking about, Sham? A woman that represents the kingdom of Israel.
Mhm. That's
Here you
right.
go, family. Here you go. Verse 20. At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all the people of the earth. When I turn back your captivity before your eyes, said the Lord, you about to go home. This right here is your end result. This is your end result, mighty nation of Israel. Through blood, through heartache,
Yeah.
through tears, through pain, through wounds, through tribulation. This is your end result. You will be the last nation standing. Knowledge now.
We're gonna have to fight, K Judah. See, kind
Gotta
of a little
fight.
beat up, but we got the hey. You know, that's why I tell everybody: get you a knife, get you a gun. Like the scripture says, sell one of them garments and get you a weapon, get you a sword. You know, um, this is gonna be probably the most physical and craziest war that you ever take part of if you're around for it, because scripture talks about how the army's gonna be so large you ain't even gonna knock a dent in that thing. You know what I'm saying, K Judah? It's gonna be nasty. You know, it's crazy. Thank you, Oracle. I appreciate it. Yeah, family.
Yeah, I bet.
Y'all see how crazy and quick the strike ended. Like all them people was running out buying all that stuff, and I kept telling people, "No, I'm good. I ain't buying nothing." You
Mm-hmm.
know, I got what I got in my house. And the next day, people you saw the video I sent you right, KG, when they was buying all the tissue, and the guy said, "You don't need to buy all that. You take it from everybody." You had all the
Lord, I
tissue,
saw the video. Yeah, I saw the video you
and then
sent
the
me.
very next
They
day,
make that in America. They make tissue. They have water.
yep,
I ain't
strike is over. The
understood.
next day, they went out and spent all their money. Lord, that was funny.
Now, I want to ask a good question. Out of all these scriptures I didn't read, he talking about he gonna gather us, right? He gonna gather us. Now, I want to read the last two scriptures, and it goes like this. The Lord is sitting in heaven, family. He don't even know when he gonna come back. Only the Father know when he gonna tell his son, it's time, son, go get my children. Christ don't even know. So when you see people talking, doing all this date setting and, 20, 30, 30 and 20, 27 and 20, 28 and man, don't nobody know none of that. How you gonna look all the way down the road and you don't even know what tomorrow gonna bring?
Exactly.
So let's go to Isaiah 42, and we got two more scriptures after this. Isaiah 42 and verse 1. And watch what Yahshua about to say. Boy, I love our King, boy. There is none like our King, and there's most certainly none like our Father. See, I wanted to go live early today, family, because my brothers at the NHIT, they have Hebrew class, and I love their Hebrew class because I'm learning Hebrew. So I say, let me go live early today so I can make the class. So this is Isaiah 42. And make sure y'all subscribe to the brothers of the NHIT, Beryl Walk and Yashaya, and the brothers and sisters over there. They doing great work, family. Great work. Great work. This is Isaiah 42 and verse 1, and I'll tell y'all when I'm going to skip down. And it reads, behold, my servant, whom I have upheld, my elect, in whom my soul delight. I have put my spirit upon him. Who is this talking about, y'all? This is Yahshua HaMashiach. I have put my spirit upon him. And guess what else? He should bring forth he should bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. What else you gonna do, Yahshua? Jump down to verse 14 through 16. Verse 14 through 16. And it reads, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. I will make waste mountains. Oh, hold up, y'all. What do mountains represent in the Bible? Governments. Why are you gonna make waste the
Mhm.
mountains? The mountains ain't do nothing wrong because he talking about governments, y'all. So when you hear people talking about, well, where's the mountains? Man, don't you know that a mountain don't gotta be like a skyscraper in the Bible? It's talking about the elevation.
Sitting on high.
Talk to me, Sham. So when you hear
Sitting on
people
high
talking
in
about,
the Lord.
thank you. That's it.
And we can get that. And what's that, Isaiah 1, where the Lord said he's going to bring his glorious government, you know.
He said that it's going to be exalted.
Uh-huh.
He said, my mountain should be exalted above all the mountains. He's just talking about the elevation. Verse 15. I will make waste mountains and hills. Big governments, little governments. Mountains and hills. And draw up all their herbs. And I will make the rivers islands. And I will draw up the pools. And I will bring the blind by a way that they knew not. I will lead them in paths that they have not known. I will make darkness light before them and crooked things straight. These things will I do unto them and not forsake them. He's not going to forsake you, family. Don't you know that the Lord, our Elohim, have not judged us according to our ways? This man is merciful to Israel because he said, my thoughts towards you is only peace and good. So he don't look at you the way you look at yourself sometimes. That's why I be telling people, man, hold your head up, fam. You are the children of Yah. Put some confidence in you. He is your father and he is your king, Yahshua. And he gonna come and get you. Like he said, he's gonna gather you, man. You about to go home. This thing is on top of us. We are about to go home in a minute, man. Can you imagine that in your mind? No more captivity. No more sorrow. No more heartache. No more tears. No more killing. No more worrying about the police. No more worrying about nothing but peace and sitting under a fig tree to enjoy your inheritance.
Right. That's right.
So this is my question. If the man said, I have long time holding my peace, now would I cry like a travailing woman? I will destroy at once. I will make mountains, wastes, and hills. When is this going to happen? And the reason why I'm telling y'all this, listen to me, family, listen. I heard somebody say, you know, I know what the scriptures say, but you could believe that if you want. Oh, my God. I know what the scriptures say, but you could believe that if you want. He said, I know the Bible say that Christ gonna gather us. Some scriptures hint at that, but you really got to go deep into the scriptures. So let me ask a good question. If the scriptures say what they say, why I got to go deeper, Sham? He said he's gonna gather us after the tribulation. So I'm about to read it right now. And let me see if I have to go deeper, my brother. This is Matthew 24, and we got one more scripture after this. Matthew 24, verse 29 to 31. Let me see if I have to go deeper, y'all. This is Matthew. Chapter 24. And verse 29 through 21. And let's see if this is complicated. Now, don't get me wrong. I know the Bible written in English, y'all. Now, I'm not getting caught up on this English, because this is translated in a language that is not ours. So that's why not only do I compare translations, I look up these things in Hebrew on my own. But I'm also learning Hebrew from my brothers at NHIT. So, you know, and also Sharsham. So this is not something that I'm equipped in, family. I'm not equipped in Hebrew. I'm learning. Because I didn't start looking things up in Hebrew until I met Sharsham. Because it do give a different definition and a different meaning to our scriptures outside of this English talking points. But it's still the word of Yah. But it is written in a language that is not ours, family. So I look up things in Hebrew. So here it goes. Let me see if this is complicated. Matthew 24 and verse 29. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, should the sun be darkened, and the moon should not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Is that difficult, y'all? This man just told me he coming after the tribulation, Sham. He didn't say before the
Uh-huh.
tribulation. He said after the tribulation.
Right.
So how you gonna go home before he come? I'm asking. Because I didn't heard somebody say, well, we can go home now. We don't got to wait for Christ to come back. But hold up, Sham. Let me keep going. Verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. And they shall gather together his elect. Hold on, y'all. Immediately after the tribulation, then shall we see the sign of the Son of Man. And then he sent his angels to gather us. This is not before the tribulation. This is after the great tribulation. So what is wrong with your teachers? Why they can't just read God's word for what it say? Why they want to take it somewhere it don't need to go? Talk about the scriptures do hit at that, but you got to go deeper. No, I don't. I just
You
read
do.
it.
The scripture says, because your leaders do err, not knowing the power of the scriptures. That's the problem. It's the
Facts.
leaders. They err,
Absolutely.
bro. They don't know the power of the scriptures.
Facts.
They can't get it. And that's what I be saying. The problem is, man, they are so caught up into you gotta be this, you gotta be that. But truthfully, everything is not even that hard about going deeper, man. Some stuff is
It's
just
not,
simple,
man. Facts, Sham.
you
It's
know.
just simple, bro.
We know when we gotta go deep for certain things that you to give people an understanding on certain doctrines and things like that people put out there to try to deceive the people. But some stuff
Right.
is just simple. You
Yep.
don't need to get deep for, these guys, they like I said, I feel like a lot of people, especially in Israel, they do a lot of things to cause confusion and bring problems in the nation. You see a lot of that and a lot of man worship and vainglory because brothers just want to be seen and
Right.
want to make a name for themselves and want to have followers, and we not here for that. You know, follow the Messiah. He's the way, the life, and the truth. We are not. We're just trying to get there. The
Right.
thing is, these
Facts.
dudes want people to follow them like they the Messiah, and having people worship them. You know what I'm saying, K. Judah, and
Absolutely. Absolutely. Facts.
all that foolishness, man, all that foolishness. But truthfully, it's gonna be a sad day. A lot of them same people, they're gonna be the ones getting denied by the Messiah. And
You
saying, "Well,
better
I
talk
did
about
this,
it.
Father. I did this, da 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 da. I said this for you, Lord, and da da da." And the Lord, like, I don't know you.
You
I
better
don't
talk
know
about
you.
it, Sham. Absolutely, brother. And look. After the Lord gather you, immediately after the tribulation, because when you go to Revelation 7, the man said, hey, where did they come from? And whence came they? And the man say, he say, these are those who have washed their robes in the blood of the Lamb and have come out of great tribulation. So how can we go home when Christ say he gonna gather us after the great tribulation?
Hmm.
And where you going home to? Because all the lands, hold up, all the lands look like this. And this is why I be saying, let me see. No, that's not it. I would have to find it, but all the lands are desolate, man. It's just that simple, bro. It's just that simple. The land is desolate until this day, bro. You can't get around it. Our land was laid flat like a plane. It was laid flat like a plane. So all the land of the 12 tribes are desolate. I'm looking for it too. Hold up. Let me do 12 tribes. The land of the 12 tribes, the land 12 tribes, the real 12 tribes. I'll find another time. But anyway, like I say, the land is desolate, family. So now since the Yahshua say he gonna gather us after the tribulation, Now, this is what I need to do. I need to find out, where are we going after the tribulation? Where are we going? Let's go see. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 20, and this will be last. Ezekiel 20, 32 to 38. Now, remember, I have long time holding my peace. He came after the great tribulation. He sent his angels to gather Israel. Now, do anybody know why is he removing Israel out the way? Because what's about to happen when he comes? Armageddon. Armageddon. Now, y'all remember, at the fourth plague in Egypt, he removed the children of Israel away from the Egyptians. Did you know that in Revelation 6, you can go read it on your own, it talks about a man on a white horse, and he had a bow. And the 3 plagues after that was a red horse, a black horse, and a pale horse. Don't you know when you immediately go right to Revelation 7, the 144,000 was sealed, just like he did in Egypt's time. That was the 4th plague. He sealed the 144,000. Why did he wait? Because he got to remove them out the way and seal them that none of this stuff hurt them, just like he did in the Egyptian time. So the Lord is not doing nothing different. He doing what he did in Egypt in our time. He gonna seal the 144,000 and all the other Israelites who was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments and had faith in a Hamashiach. This won't hurt you. That's why he said he gonna bring you through the fire. Did he not say that? He gonna bring the remnant through the fire. But I advise you to get to the wilderness. So after he gather you, he gonna bring you to the wilderness. He not bringing you straight home. He got to purge out the rebels. He got to plead with you face to face. Then he gonna bring you home after 3.5 years in the wilderness. How we know that? Ezekiel chapter 20. And this will be last. Some things got to happen before we go straight home. Ezekiel 20 and verse 32 through 38. And it reads, and that which come into your mind should not be at all, that ye say, we will be as the heathens, as the families of the countries, to serve wood and stone. As I live, said the Lord God, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury pole will I rule over you, and I will bring you out from the people. Just like in Matthew 24, verse 31, he's going to send his angels to gather you. And at the time of Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 32 to 38, where is he gathering you and bringing you to? Let me see. Verse 33. As I live, said the Lord God, surely with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury pole will I rule over you. And I will bring you out from the people, and will gather you out of the countries wherein you are scattered, with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm, and with fury pole out. And I will bring you into the wilderness. No, we going straight home. And I will bring you into the wilderness. I thought we was going straight home, y'all. And I will bring you into the wilderness of the people. And there will I plead with you face to face, like as I pleaded with your fathers in the wilderness of the land of Egypt. So will I plead with you, said the Lord, I Elohim. And I will cause you to pass under the rod. And I will bring you into the bond of the covenant. And I will purge out from among you the rebels and them that transgress against me. And I will bring them forth out of the country wherein they sojourn, and they should not enter into the land of Israel. And ye should know that I am the Lord, our Elohim. So there you go, family. He just told you, I'm going to gather them out the countries, but they're not going to get into the land of Israel. That scripture that you read in Romans, all Israel should be saved. He did the same thing when they came out of Egypt. You remember? He didn't leave one Israelite behind when he gathered them out of Egypt. He brought all the armies of Israel out. He's going to do the same thing in your time. All those who are alive and remain at the coming of the Lord, he's going to gather you, bring you to the wilderness, purge out the rebels, bring the remnant out to the land of Israel. And so shall we ever be with the Lord. And that's the lesson, family. Pray somebody got some understanding. This picture that you see on the screen, this is your end result. In the end, you will be the last nation standing. And that's the lesson, family. I pray somebody got some understanding. Any questions that y'all have, y'all can ask me and my brother Shorsham before I shut it down, because my brother's about to go live with the Hebrew class. Do anybody have any questions before I shut it down? Anything y'all want to ask? You know, even if you disagree with your brother K. Judah, anything you want to ask, talk to me. Okay, Ezekiel 38, 33. Okay, let me see. Okay, my brother said, hold on. Let me deal with my brothers at NHIT and Sis Shannon. Okay, she said Ezekiel 33 and 28. Okay, let me see. Ezekiel 33 and verse 28. Thank you, Sis Shannon. This is Ezekiel chapter 33 and 28, because we keep trying to tell y'all, here go the scripture. For I will lay the land most desolate, and the pomp of her strength shall cease, and the mountains of Israel shall be desolate, that none shall pass through. There you go, family. The land is desolate. Okay, she said Ezekiel 36 and 34. Ezekiel 36 and verse 34. And it reads, and the desolate land should be tilled, whereas it lay desolate in the sight of all that passed by. Now, Sis Shannon, is Ethiopia. Now, Sis Shannon, is South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
But the land desolate, though. See what I'm saying? It's not about fighting our brother. This is about the truth. Because I really believe that a lot of people are going to be heartbroken, and I'm going to tell you why. There are so many people with an agenda to tell our brothers and sisters to go to Ham's territory and dwell there. And you can build houses and plant. Man, that is another man's inheritance. You're not going to get treated like you really come from there, because you don't come from there. How can you come from there and you had to flee there after 70 AD? You fled to the west coast of Africa. So how do you come from Ham's territory if you had to flee there?
Right. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Yahshua fled into Egypt to hide amongst other people that look like them. Why did he have to flee to Egypt if he was already in Egypt by Ethiopia? Make it make sense. They fled into Egypt because, let me show something. Let me show this real quick, Sham. Let me find this, man. Let me show y'all something real quick, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can make. Okay, here you go. Now, let me open up this window. I want to show y'all something, man. Let me get this off the screen right quick, okay? Let me show y'all this. It's going to make all the sense in the world. Let me show this. Now, remember, Yahshua had to flee into Egypt, right?
Yep.
He fled into Egypt. So, Sham, if he fled into Egypt, where did he come from? Hold on. I need to get a better picture, man. Hold up. Let me get a better picture. Let me see something. I gotta get a better picture. No, that's not it. Let me get a better one. Okay. I just want to show this right quick. And I will read this one first. Now, this is Egypt, the river of Egypt, right? And all this down here going towards this way over the Nile River would be like North Africa, West Africa, South Africa, and then you had Ethiopia. They was east. They sit east. This is the land that he gave us, man. So how is our land over here? Where my cursor moving at? He say from the river of Egypt, which is right here, this the Nile. He also say, and your border should be to the most hinder sea. What is the hinder sea? The Mediterranean Sea. You don't see it say the hinder sea? Let me read this, Sham. It say on the same day, Jehovah, but that's not his name. So I'm going to say Yahweh made a covenant with Abram, saying, until thy seed I give this land, from the river of Egypt, here you go, the river of Egypt, to the great river, the river Euphrates, here you go. So from the river of Egypt to Lebanon, to the wilderness, to the great river Euphrates, and they gonna tell you we talking about that little dirt over there in the Middle East. But look at all this land he gave us in the middle of the earth. Come on, man, make sense. And guess what else he said? He said Zion and Mount Sinai and the Garden of Eden all face each other. Guess what Mount Sinai is in Arabia? Guess what Jerusalem was? South of that. And guess what the northern kingdom of Israel was? Above Jerusalem. And the Garden of Eden was where? Y'all remember when Noah's boat hit Mount Ararat? And Abraham come from Mesopotamia by the Euphrates River and the Tigris River? That's where the Garden of Eden at. They all face each other, man. Make it make sense.
That's why they stay over there in the land to do the fighting.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Now look at this, Sham. Every place where on the sole of your foot should tread should be yours. From the wilderness of Lebanon, Sham, from the river Euphrates, even unto the hinder sea should your borders be. But Sham, they told me that this is a lie, brother. That we can believe this if we want to. You see what I'm saying? That's Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 24, and Genesis chapter 15, verse 8. This is what he gave us, family. Do this look like a little piece of dirt? Man, let me get another one, Sham. Hold up. Let me show something else. Now I want y'all to look at Ham's territory. Look at this. This is all Ham territory. And this is where you got Libya, which is Put. They go Put up here. Libyan. Here go Ham, Mizraim. Here go Cush. Here go Shem territory, y'all. Because Shem had other children. And the Arabian desert is where Mount Sinai at, family. Make it make sense. This is where Mesopotamia was. By the Euphrates River. By Shinar. And the Tigris River, which is by Assyria. That's where Abraham came from. By Turkey, Mount Ararat, which is modern day Turkey. So I'm trying to understand, how is Mount Sinai in Ham's territory? How is the Garden of Eden in Ham's territory? How is Jerusalem in Ham's territory? Make it make sense, man. I mean, make it make sense to me. That's all I'm asking. Make it make sense. Okay, I got you. I got you, brother. About the great tribulation, I see your question. So all me and my brother Sham is saying, when the Most High gave us our inheritance, it would be against scriptures to put our inheritance over here with Ham. It don't work like that. You can't put your inheritance in another man's inheritance. That's why Canaan got in trouble when he stole Lebanon from Shem. I'm trying to find Ham's territory. So let me show you a Ham and Put. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see Ham. Okay, I found it. I found it, family. This right here was given to Ham. Let me bring it in. This is everything that was given to Ham's children. Where the Garden of Eden at? Outside of Ham's territory. Here go the Red Sea. Here go Ethiopia. Here go Egypt. By the Nile River. Y'all remember the Nile River right here. It ran through Ethiopia. Here goes South Africa. Look where South Africa at. All the way down here, man. Come on, man. Our Israel ain't in no South Africa, man. This is Ham's lot. You don't see it say Ham's lot? This is according to Jubilee. This belong to Ham. Naga, Mali, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Angola, Congo. This is not your inheritance. The Garden of Eden is outside of Ham's inheritance. according to Jubilees. Let me see if I can get one more. And then I got to answer the brother's question. Let me see. No, I don't want that one. This is trash. There it go right there, Sham. Do you see this, my brother?
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all not see this? Canaan was supposed to go here. This is Canaan's territory, but he didn't go here, family. He stole Shem's inheritance. Well, let me stop saying Shem. He stole the part that, well, it is Shem, but it was given to the children of Israel. And Shem, other children received their inheritance. But the part that Canaan took belonged to the children of Israel, which is from Lebanon. That's what he took. Lebanon. And he called the place Canaan. It was never called Canaan. It was called the Promised Land, land of milk and honey. This man changed the name to Canaan. So that's why it was called Canaan. But this is the sons of Ham inheritance. Here go Cush, East Africa. Here go Put, right here. And here go Canaan. So I don't know how they putting Israel and South Africa down here. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. To save my life, I don't understand it. But let me answer the brother question real quick. And then I'm getting up out of here. Okay, the brother said, explain the Great Tribulation. Okay, I got you, my brother. He said, okay, Judy, can you explain the Great Tribulation? Okay. The Great Tribulation is this, brother. I'm going to go to Matthew 24 and verse 15. And then I'm going to go to the book of Daniel to show you what is the Great Tribulation. The book of Matthew 24 and verse 15. Matthew 24 and verse 15. I want you to listen to the words that Yahshua going to use. Matthew 24 and verse 15. It say, when you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso read it, let him understand. So that means I got to go back to Daniel, my brother. But before I do that, I want you to listen to this. Verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Listen to what he just said. It would never be another time like this. He say, for then should be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, right? Let's go to Jeremiah 30. Because this is when Jacob's trouble going to happen during the great tribulation. Now, don't get me wrong. The tribulation started in 70 AD. But great tribulation, it haven't happened yet. Tribulation started in 70 AD. But the great tribulation is talking about this time when you see the abomination of desolation. Now let's go to Jeremiah 30 and listen to the same words he about to use about Jacob's trouble. He gonna tell you it'll never be another time like it. And at that time, watch, listen, here you go. Jeremiah 30. Here you go, my brother. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7. Halas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Didn't he just say that in Matthew chapter 24, my brother? He said, for in the great tribulation, there is none like it. He just said that in Matthew 24. When he said, for then should be great tribulation, he said the same thing about Jacob's trouble. He said that it is none like it, even to the time of Jacob's trouble, but he should be saved out of it. So we already went through Jacob's trouble. Why are we not saved already? He said we're going to be saved out of it, but he also told you immediately after the tribulation is when he's going to gather us. So that means that if we get caught up in this tribulation, we got to go through this. Let me get one more or two more. Now remember the words again. There is none like it. Matthew 24, there is none like it. Jeremiah 30 and 7, there is none like it. Let's go to Daniel chapter 12 and watch you about to say it again. The book of Daniel. This time haven't happened yet. This great tribulation. But we have been through tribulation, but not great tribulation. Because the man of sin got to be revealed for great tribulation. And he haven't been revealed yet. This is Daniel chapter 12. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1 and listen to he about to say the same words that I just read in Jeremiah 30 and Matthew 24 about there is none like it. Here it goes. Daniel chapter 12 verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up the great prince, withstanding for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was, since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered. What time? Matthew 24, verse 29 to 31. Immediately after the tribulation, I'm going to send my angels to gather you. But he just said there's never been a time like this. So not only did Daniel say there's never been a time like this, Jeremiah 30 said there's never been a time like this. And Matthew 24 said there's never been a time like this. So what time is this? Let's go to Daniel chapter 7. And this will be last. And I hope this explains it, brother. That once this man is revealed, he's going to wear out the saints. That's Jacob's trouble. Now, some people say he already wars out. But I'm not being wore out. Ain't nobody have put my head under the blade and said, hey, are you going to stand on that Bible? You going to continue to believe in Yahshua HaMashiach? Or you going to accept this mark of the beast? I'm going to say, man, just cut my head off. I believe in Yahshua HaMashiach. Nobody haven't done that to me yet. Nobody haven't put my faith really to the test. So how we already been through this? Our ancestors been through it, but we ain't never been through this. They been through it in 70 AD. And all the other captivities they was in. We ain't never been through that, fam. Come on now. Nobody messing with you about your fate. This is Daniel chapter 7 and verse 24 and 25. And this is the whole thing, like the tribulation. When this man is revealed, bro, it's going to be terrible, bro. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 24. And the 10 horns out of this kingdom are 10 kings that shall arise, and another shall rise after them. And he should be diverse from the first. And he should subdue 3 kings. And he should speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints. Hold up, brother. What is this man doing wearing out the saints? I thought we already been wore out. Why is the Lord allowing this man to do this? This is why. And he should speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And they should be given into his hand unto a time 1 year, times 2 years, and a dividing of times 3.5 years, my brother. The Lord is going to allow this man to wear out the saints. So that's Jacob's trouble also. And that's also Matthew chapter 24 when you see the abomination of desolation. That's when this man going to be revealed. And you better flee. You better get up out of here. Well, where we going to go, K. Judah? Where do we supposed to flee to, my brother? Let's go to Revelation 12 and 6, and this will be last, man. Where do we supposed to go, K. Judah? Because if the Lord say he's going to gather us, why do we need to flee? Let me read it to you. Revelation 12, verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,203 days. How long is 1,203 days, my brother? It's 3.5 years. So the same time as this man wearing out the saints, it's the same time that this woman, which represents Israel, is fleeing to the wilderness, where the Lord had prepared a place for her, that he gonna nourish her there and feed her. Why are we running to the wilderness, brother? Verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman, which brought forth the man child, which is Yahshua. And to the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, times, and half a times. That's the third time he didn't told you 3.5 years. from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth waters as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. So those who was fleeing to the wilderness, the Most High and Yahshua helped the woman. But Satan was trying to go get the woman who was fleeing, my brother, from the great tribulation. But the Most High helped the woman get to the wilderness. And what did Satan do, my brother? When he found out he could not get the woman fleeing to the wilderness, the Lord allowed them to make it, brother, where they will be nourished, they're going to eat, and they do not have to face this great tribulation, because they got to the place which is called the place of safety. He have not promised you safety nowhere else but in the wilderness. And guess where this wilderness is, my brother? Mount Sinai Peninsula. The same place Moses and them in the wilderness was encamped about the mountain of Yah from the Arnon River. That's where he gonna take the people. So all these people telling you, oh, we already been through this. Boy, they gonna be in for a rude awakening, my brother. You're gonna be heartbroken if you believe your teacher telling you, man, you ain't got to go through no great tribulation. If you get caught up in it, yes, you do. Can you prove it, K. Jr.? Let me read this. Verse 16. Now remember, my brother, Satan was going after the woman fleeing to the wilderness, but he could not get her because the Bible say he helped the woman. So what did Satan do, my brother? He turned his attention to those that got caught in the great tribulation. How we know that? Verse 16, brother, of Revelations 12. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yah and have the testimony of Yahshua. Where did he find them at, brother? In the great tribulation, brother. He went after the woman first who was fleeing to the wilderness. But the Most High helped the woman. So Satan turned his attention to those who keep the commandments, and he went after them. Can I prove it with one more scripture? Yes, I can, brother. Let's go to the book of Daniel, chapter 11. And let's see if I can find this same man who was wearing out the saints, whooping upon those who know their God. Let's see. Because all those who have the mark of the beast, they're going to get to eat good and enjoy, a little prosperity, but they going to hell because they took that mark of the beast. This is Daniel chapter 11. And I'm going to start at, hold on. No. Let me get it right. Daniel chapter 11 and verse 32, my brother. And I want you to listen closely to what the book's saying. Listen closely to what the book's saying, brother. Here you go. Listen to this, my brother. Now remember, let's put this into context. You asked me, what about the tribulation? What do that look like? The Bible told us, according to Matthew 24 and 15, when you see the abomination of desolation stand in the holy place, he so read it, let him understand.
Right.
Go back to the book of Daniel.
The son of perdition got to be revealed.
The son of
That's what
perdition got to be revealed. That's right. Once the son of perdition is revealed, brother, he's going to sit in the abomination of desolation, which is the temple that they're going to so-called build for their Messiah. But they don't understand that this is the man of Satan. Like Satan is embodying this man. He's the manifestation of Satan, dog. But they think he the Messiah. So in context, when you see the abomination of desolation, the next verse say, flee to the mountains. Those who are in Judea, flee to the mountains. Because we still got a lot of our people in the so-called Middle East. They are Israelites, our brothers and sisters in Damona. They're going to have to flee to the mountains. Other Israelites that are in Africa, but Ham territory, they're going to have to flee to the mountains. What about us? He just told you in Revelation 12, brother. He gave us 2 great wings of an eagle. So this ain't just for our brothers and sisters who in the land. This is also for us. If we know to flee, we got to get up out of here, because this is Jacob's trouble, brother. And the Lord is going to allow this man to wear out the saints. He's going to allow them to wear out the saints. So can I prove this, that we are being wore out? This is Daniel chapter 11 and verse 32. And such as do wickedly against the covenant shall he corrupt by flatteries. But the people that do know their God should be strong and do exploits. Brother, what did Revelation 12 just say? Satan went to make war with the remnant of those who keep the commandments, brother. So the Bible just say these are those who do know their God. So what is this man of sin going to do? Let's see. Verse 33. And they that understand among the people should instruct many, meaning they're going to be teaching people, even in the tribulation, the great tribulation. But look what's going to happen to them, my brother. Yet they shall fall by the sword and by flame, by captivity, and by spoil, many days. Now when they shall fall, they shall be hoping with a little help. But many shall cleave to them with flattery, with smooth words. And some of them of understanding shall fall, to try them, and to purge, and to make them white, even to the time of the end, because it is yet for a time appointed. And the king should do according to his will, and he should exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, and shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished. For that is determined shall be done. Verse 37, neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of women. Who is this? The Pope. This is the Pope, brother. He don't desire women. But Antiochus Epiphanes, he had a son. So he did desire some woman. And he also, Antiochus Epiphanes, in the time of the Maccabees, he did an abomination of desolation. So everything just repeat itself, brother. He brought pork into the temple of Yah. So this man, the son of perdition, who's going to be revealed, he's going to do the same thing called the abomination of desolation, brother. It is also the time of Jacob's trouble. And you better flee up out of here when you see the man of sin being revealed and the abomination of desolation happen. Flee, get up out of here. Whatever your closest transportation is, brother, flee, go, get up out of here. But a lot of our people ain't gonna flee, brother, because they listening to teachers telling them they supposed to stay here and just die. No, man, flee, brother, flee. Let me read that part too. Matthew 24, 15 and 16. Whoa, okay, hold on. Verse 15. When ye therefore should see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in a holy place. Whoso read it, let him understand. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. There you go. He said, flee, brother. He said, when you see the abomination of desolation, flee. Get up out of there. Don't try to go back in your house. Don't try to take, brother, flee. Sisters, flee. Israel, flee. Get up out of there. Flee. Run. Go to your nearest transportation, whether that's airplane, whether that's boat. Do you need a passport? Nope. Who gonna ask you for a passport in this time? The only thing gonna get you to the wilderness is you being righteous and your hands being clean and your mind being clean and you having faith. Nothing else gonna help you. Your faith gonna help you. Your belief gonna help you. So that's it, brother. We gotta go through the great tribulation if we get caught up in the tribulation. But those of us who know to flee, we gonna get up out of here in the set time, which is during the abomination desolation. That's Jacob's trouble. Satan is gonna whoop this woman. But then hold up, K. Judah, you said to make them white. So if it's some of them gonna fall to purge them and to make them white. Hold on, brother. Like, can you prove that they coming out of great tribulation? Revelation 7, man, and this will be last, bro. This will be last for my brother. Revelation 7. Listen to the question that's being asked. Revelation 7 and verse 13. And one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes? You remember he said to make them white, right? He say, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? Where they came from? And I said unto him, sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and I washed their robes and made them white. You remember in Daniel chapter 11, he says some of them gonna fall to make them white. The man just said to make them white. They came out of great tribulation, and I washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. They lost their life for Christ, brother. They lost their life for the Messiah, and they're gonna receive their reward. But he just told you they came out of great tribulation. These are the ones that Satan went after who didn't get to the wilderness. Because the ones who got to the wilderness, Yah helped them get there by opening up the earth and swallowing up the flood that Satan cast out of his mouth. Maybe it's an army. Because I know it ain't talking about no water. Maybe it's an army. Came after the woman, but he couldn't get the woman. So he went to make war with the remnant of Israel, who keep the commandments, and instructed many, but they failed by flame, by captivity, by sword, to make them white and to purge them, to refine them as gold is refined. So that's it, brother. I pray that helped you. I pray that gave you some understanding. Anything you want to add, Sham, before I shut it down, my brother?
Nah, I mean, this was a powerful class, bro. You did your thing. Nah, I hope everybody learned something. The class teaches you to just gave everybody. So, but as always, teach you the excellent source from you, brother. Excellent source.
Appreciate it, my brother. All praise to the Most High and our King Yahshua HaMashiach and our Father Yahweh. Thank you, August Dreams, for always letting everybody know what's going on with the channel. Thank you for putting the NHIT Brothers channel in the chat. Like I say, family, I pray somebody got some understanding. Family, whatever you do, get up out of here, man, when you see the abomination desolation. A lot of people say, don't worry about the temple. But I'm telling you, according to the Bible, pay attention to what's going on in the so-called Middle East. I say so-called because there is no such thing as a Middle East. Because where's the Middle West? Where's the Middle South? Where's the Middle North? So these people came up with a plot to try to divide our land to make it look like where they at is the so-called land of Israel. But that is a bold-faced lie. That little piece of land cannot hold 12 tribes. So you got to extend that land out. From Lebanon to the wilderness, from the Nile River to the Hindermost Sea, all the way to the Euphrates River, family. He gave us a big plot of land, family. It cannot hold 12 tribes where the so-called state of Israel at. That is not all of the inheritance that he gave us. That's maybe some of the land, but that is not all the land. So when you hear people say, oh, y'all talking about that little piece of dirt is our land. No, we not. No, we not. That can't hold no 12 tribes. Ephraim alone had a big piece of land. Ephraim alone. Come on now. Manasseh had
Not Ephraim. Not Ephraim. Manasseh had the biggest in Gad.
my bad. Manasseh had the biggest land because he had land east of the
No,
Jordan River
east and
and
west. Yeah, Manasseh, and I think Gad and Reuben had the biggest territories alone.
that's right.
Ephraim was small. when we look at the map. I don't know if you still got that map, King Judah.
Let
But
me
yeah,
see.
Ephraim was small. Ephraim
Yeah.
was small.
Now let me just show this to him too.
Yeah, Manasseh a big tribe. Ephraim a small tribe. We just being political correct because down when people be on here like, King Judah, I thought you said Ephraim had all this land and
Right,
better, you
right.
know what
You
I'm saying?
ain't lying though. Yeah,
That's why
yeah. Thank you.
that's why I said
Oh,
that.
I found it. I found it, Sham. So let me show this
Yeah.
one. Hold on. Let me get the other one.
You know how they like to do. See, you don't even know what you're talking about. My brother just made a mistake. He was talking
Yeah.
about
No, no,
Manasseh.
no. Thank you. No, thank you for that, Sham. I appreciate that. Thank you, my brother, because hey, thank you for correcting me. So let me get the other one that me and Sham talking about. Hold on. Okay, here you go. I found it. Here you go, y'all. Here you go. Okay. Let me open up the window. I thank my brother Short Sham for looking out for me because he's not lying. They will come from my name. They gonna know what he talking about. He just saying anything.
Mhm.
Here you go, Sham.
Not today.
Sham is correct, family. Manasseh had the biggest plot. And here you go, right here. Y'all see Manasseh name on there 2 times? See? Ephraim land is not that big, like my brother said. Let me bring it in. This is Ephraim's land right here. You see, it's not that big. Look at Manasseh. Look at Manasseh land. So this is Manasseh east of the Jordan River, and this is Manasseh west of the Jordan River. Let me back it up a little bit. I want you to pay attention to Judah. Now, they say that Ethiopia is Jerusalem, right? But y'all remember that Judah is south of the northern kingdom, and that's why Judah is down here. You see it say Telerad right here. This is the real Jerusalem, down here south, and the northern kingdom was above Judah and Jerusalem. See, here go Jerusalem. Here go Judah. And this is the northern kingdom. Look, majority of the northern kingdom is up here, north. That's why it's called northern kingdom. And this is why this is called southern kingdom. Common sense, man.
Right. Right.
And did he not tell us to the hindermost sea should be our border? Look at our border by the Mediterranean Sea. This the hindermost sea. And Moses died right here on Mount Nebo, looking west at the land of so-called Canaan. So I'm telling you, man, the Bible is a true book. This is all the land that he gave us. It can, that little piece of land in the so-called land of Israel cannot hold all these people
Nope.
because this is what the land look like today. Look at this, Sham. The lands of
Mm-hmm.
Israel today. What y'all see? Ephraim, desolate.
Definitely.
Naphtali,
That's it.
desolate. Judah, desolate. Here it goes. Zebulun, desolate. Jerusalem, desolate. Manasseh, desolate. Issachar, desolate. The desolate lands of the children of Israel. Simeon, desolate. What it look
But
like they can
KG,
hold all?
I thought the real Jews was back in the land.
I thought the real Jews was back in the land, Shortsham. That's what they say.
That's crazy.
My
Are the
sister
real Jews
Shannon,
back in the land?
my sister Shannon gave y'all the scriptures. I mean, she gave me the scriptures to read to y'all. It say that the land is desolate until this day. It's desolate, family. All the tribes' land is desolate.
Like
Everything
in my Deontay Wilder voice. Until this day. Until this
to
day.
this
You know how
day.
you said it?
To this day.
When they sit
Sham,
there
was that
talking about these people crazy. Yeah, my man told them. Until this day, the land is still desolate. What are y'all talking about? We ain't going nowhere.
all right. All right, family. I didn't want this to be too long, but I gotta go. My brothers is live right now doing the Hebrew class. I love y'all with the pure heart. Sham, thank you always, my brother, for swinging the sword with me. I know you.
Oh,
Hey, my brother
always.
been
Yes,
tired,
sir.
y'all. My brother been working hard, working long hours. He deserved to rest, so I understand. Cause I slept 3 times yesterday. I've been up since 1 o'clock day 4 yesterday to 12 noon making clothes with my wife. for my beloved sister and my brother and my other brother. So this is what me and my wife do. We make clothes. CUC clothes, any type of clothes, custom clothes for people businesses. That's what we do. So I was tired, bro. I slept 3 times yesterday, back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So let me play my brother's song before we get up out of here. Love y'all with the pure heart, family. Big salute, Short
That's right,
Shaman.
y'all. Love you, brother. We gonna make it out, family. We gonna make it
Already.
out.
We gonna make it out, family. Big salute.
If I had to look you in the eyes, I don't think I could handle it. Tryna ask for it. It's not about me or my pride. I'm just tryna abandon it. Can't take a risk. Hands and knees shaking, voice nearly breaking, calling out your name. You know my heart and it's tearing me apart. I just hope you understand. Gotta fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Father, Father, can you please forgive me? I ain't been my best. Father, please forgive me. Abba, can you heal my spirit? I'm in need of Abba, I know that I'm scandalous. Handle this, been hurting you, you're still I'm blessed. Time for strength. I'm done looking back, that's my old ways. I'll be moving on like a drag race. Take my hand, show me where the pathway. Fight myself each and every day. I keep getting in my own way. So if I fall before I'm taken, will you pick me up and tell me you gon' make it out? Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. Tell me you gon' make it out. You gon' make it out. Yeah, you gon' make it out. Father, can you please forgive me? You gon' make it out. Can you heal my spirit? I'm in need. You gon' make it out. Can you please forgive me? You gon' make it out. 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 You gon' make it out.
Family, enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath. Many blessings to the whole nation of Israel, the mighty nation of Israel. And remember this image. Remember this image, family. This is you. You will be the last one standing in the end, family. This is you, Israel. You will be the last one standing in the end, family. Through blood, through sweat, through tears, through pain, through heartache, you still will be standing on your feet in the end, family. Because Yah and Yahshua, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, Yahshua, will uphold Israel with his right hand. He's going to protect you, family. He said it, he meant it, and he going to do it. And I believe that with all my heart, family. So this your end result, family. Picture this in your mind and keep this in your mind. In the end, you win, family. In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams. Thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with the CUC family, the FOPE family, and the ADUIC family. And all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. And your brother K. Judah, Mr. Michael Jackson bad with the scriptures, want to say shalom. And to be